If you're like me, you take getting around Melbourne for granted, but it's not the case for everyone. Tourists, the elderly, disabled, and those from regional Victoria can often find navigating the city daunting. Now, Yarra Trams has a team of customer service employees whose job it is to help those people get from A to B. And by the end of the year, their job is going to be a whole lot easier. I can tell you about a trial which has been taking place over the last 6 months and which has just been deemed successful. It's iPads, and they're going to be given to all those customer service employees. Now, this is more than just access to the internet. The devices are loaded with apps that interact with the network. There's also a translator service to help with communication. I spoke with Zina, who's been part of the trial, about how the technology has been working for her.
If passengers approach me or the tourists need information, I can check up an app, for example, of like a Google, a place where they need to go, or help them with a tram tracker. The tram tracker also allows me to see what trams are arriving. For example, if it's a person in a wheelchair, or if there's a mum with a big pram and she needs to get on a low floor tram, I can check on my iPad when that tram will be arriving, instead of perhaps calling the operation centre. Sometimes they're busy, so I can do that. I've got an app like Speak and Translate, so if a person has limited English and they need assistance in their own language, they can type or speak. I can choose a language, and they can it will be translated for me, and I can assist them that way. And also I can type in English, and that will translate for them. So in the past, if I needed, for example, some information, I have a radio, so I use my radio to call Operation Centre, and that sometimes, if they're busy, takes time. This way I've got it on hand, and I can utilise it immediately.